Ukrainian engineers are developing drones intended to replicate the battlefield effects of US-supplied HIMARS against Russian targets, according to recent reports. Ukrainska Pravda and its defense affiliate Oboronka say Kyiv is turning to mid-range unmanned aerial vehicles after Russian countermeasures reduced HIMARS' effectiveness. Open-source intelligence analyst Ilya Balharin wrote that Ukraine has been compelled to find alternative means to strike with similar range and accuracy to the American systems, prompting work on drones capable of producing a so-called HIMARS effect. HIMARS have been central to Ukraine's long-range strike capability since the first system arrived in June 2022, and Kyiv has received at least several dozen more since then. Mounted on trucks, the mobile launchers can reach targets roughly 80 miles away and have been used to strike logistical hubs, command posts, and ammunition depots. As Russian efforts to blunt those strikes and ammunition shortages have constrained HIMARS' effectiveness, Ukrainian weapons engineers are reportedly accelerating the development of mid-range drones that can be controlled across tens or even hundreds of miles and carry warheads weighing up to about 220 pounds. A large-scale use of such drones could partially replicate HIMARS' operational impact by targeting command centers, supply lines, and equipment. Ukraine's drone industry has grown rapidly, particularly in the mid-range class that fills a capability gap between short-range FPV systems and very long-range platforms capable of striking hundreds of miles away. At the same time, Ukraine is advancing cruise missile development. The Flamingo, produced by Firepoint, has been described in media reporting as outperforming the US Tomahawk on certain measures. The Flamingo is said to combine a Soviet-era turboprop engine with modern guidance and to have a reported range of about 3,000 kilometers and a warhead of over 1 ton, allowing higher range and payload figures compared with commonly cited Tomahawk specifications. Firepoint and other Ukrainian officials emphasize that the missile is produced domestically and under Ukrainian control, meaning its employment would not be subject to the restrictions that Allied suppliers sometimes impose on systems such as ATACMS or Storm Shadow. President Volodymyr Zelensky has stated that Ukraine now produces a majority of its long-range weapons domestically, and representatives of Firepoint acknowledge the Flamingo may not meet all conventional standards but argue its performance and independence are what matter in the current conflict.